How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. I'm sorry to start off the video. I'm sorry that it's taken so long to make a new video with a bunch of, I guess you could say, excuses, but it's been 24 days since I made a video. I've been out steelhead fishing here and there. In between then, I've caught some fish, haven't recorded. Steelhead fishing is a lot harder to record than you may think. It's a lot of, it's super cold out, it's hard, you're wading in the water. It's a lot of hard stuff to do, to record, change batteries and all that stuff. But also, every time I've tried to go fishing, the day before there's been snow. I can never go up, you know what I mean? I can't drive in the snow and all that. So those are my excuses. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but I do have somewhat of a video for you today. I'm going to show you my steelhead fishing setup, a few hookups, and one catch that I had on video, just of me hooking the fish, and I'll show you the picture because GoPros they just don't like to work when it's cold out. So GoPro, you need to step up your game. It wasn't even that cold this day. It was like a high of 30. It wasn't really even that cold, and it was still messing up. So I don't know what else to say about it. But I was filming a new GoPro, my brand new Hero 9. Still, the battery is still, having problems with it, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my steelhead fishing setup in today's video to start off the video, and then I'm gonna show you the catches at the end of the video, just so I can help you guys out this season. Steelhead fishing, it's February 7th today, and the month of February is always a month for big fish. So hopefully I can get out a few more times and catch some big ones for you guys. Yeah, so basically, in this video, I'll show you fish catches, and then I also lost my phone in this video. You don't get to see that really happen, but you'll see. I'll explain it right before it happens. But I do have my phone back, so we're good. I found it, but still, I'll have to show you that in the video. So let's get started into my steelhead fishing setup for the winter time. Alrighty, so basically, this is the reel for my steelhead fishing setup. I've had this for salmon fishing too in the fall, and fishing for browns and all that. This reel is actually really nice. This is the Redington Behemoth 7 to 8 weight rated reel. It's super nice. I've had no problems with it. Only one problem one time when it was super cold out, and I couldn't, and the drag kind of just gave up on me. But that's just kind of what happens when it's cold out. So no, not too big of an issue there. But as far as the rod goes, this rod, I'm gonna be getting probably a new setup here soon. But this rod works perfect for what I want to do. It's a 9 foot 8 weight St. Croix fly rod. But 9 foot 8 weight, works perfectly for drifting down. It's exactly what you want, really, for steelhead fishing. You can catch salmon on this too, but I already made a salmon fishing video on how to fish Salmon River. But that's that's my reel rod. That's my rod and reel setup. And then as far as the line goes, salmon steelhead line, any salmon steelhead line will work perfectly for this. There's different types of lines that you want for certain kinds of fishing, spay fishing or switch fishing, different rods. So this rod is almost this setup that I have is like an all-around for everything. I indicate fish on this, bottom bounce on this. It works perfectly fine for what you're trying to do. This is my bottom bouncing rig. I sometimes bottom bounce. I mostly indicator fish with just a regular size indicator. I'll show you that setup. It's not much different than the bottom bouncing setup. So basically, I got two small little split shots right there, two small ones. You don't want big heavy weights so you're down there lifting them. You just want to get it, sometimes this hangs right in the middle of the water column depending on how far up you cast, or how, if you cast in the middle or down. This is like what I use like 90% of the time. Slow water works good. Obviously if you're fishing super deep, fast water, you're gonna want a little bit more, maybe like one or two more. But this is what I would use personally if I was bottom bouncing for steelhead. You just want to keep your line tight. It's I wish I could show you guys like how I fish. You'd see it in the videos and all that, but basically the bottom bounce, I got the split shot. Then I got the swivel. It's a dirty tag end. Don't pay attention to that. But I got a Spro swivel on there, and then the line that's attached to the split shots, this line right here, I have about maybe about 8 feet of 10 to 12 pound test going up to my fly line, attaching to my fly line right there. That has a braided loop on it. Braided loop is something you really want from attaching a fly line to your regular line right there. Then after your split shots your split shots right here, you're gonna want your you're only allowed 48 inches in the Salmon River. Nothing less than 12 inches and nothing more than 48 inches. So you want your your line, whatever. And at the end of your rig, you're gonna want your fly. Stone flies work really good this time of year, but the hook's broken off of this. I was drifting in this video. I was drifting for probably like, I don't know, a half hour without getting any bites, or I had a few bites here and there, and I wasn't hooking them. And now I understand why, because there's no hook on it. But that works fine. The stone flies. You're gonna want to match the patterns of what you're doing. God, I keep getting text messages. So you're gonna want to match the patterns, the bug patterns you're fishing. You know, this time of year, you're gonna want to follow the hatches and all that. You gotta get intel from, like, you know, fly shops and all that. You can get intel from, but stone flies work pretty good. Sometimes this is like a hatch stone fly. You're gonna want the ones too that work good, or the ones that are before, you know, Smolton or whatever. But my leader 6-pound test. I like using the tippets sometimes, but the tippets I've been using, they break like, I don't know, like dental floss is so easy to just go, yeah, and they break. But this 6-pound doesn't break that easily, and I reeled in some pretty big fish on it. 6 and 8 works good. I just use the fluoro. You get light fluoro, clear fluoro. It works just as good, in my opinion. But if other fly guys want to tell me wrong, tell me wrong. I don't really care. This is what works for me. With your split shots on the end of your line, you want to make sure they're not big, you know, big bright split shots. You know, I have a split shot right here, for example. You don't want, you know, bright ones like that. They're just going through the water. Salmon River has like a darkish tint to it. So you throw something big and bright like this, and they're just gonna see it and move out of the way. So you want to have just some dark split shots on there, and you'll be fine. Another tip that I've done is get a split shot, pack of split shots from the store, and just spray paint them brown or whatever, and they work just as good. So we're gonna get into the indicator setup fishing for what I fish for steelhead. So if anyone's curious on how to rig up these, some people, I don't know. My dad was one person that didn't know how to rig it up. You just want to make your little bow in the line, a little something like that. If it'll focus, you guys get it. It's just a little, just make a little loop with your fingers, make it tight, and you want to just put it right through a little hole right there, and you got it through like that, and then you just want to put it right around the indicator right there. Pull it tight. You're good. You could adjust it either way. Sometimes with this light line, the 10-pound, it tends to slide a lot, so you could always put a bobber stop right before it too. That works good too. That's something. These are just little tricks that I have. And then this is on my middle line. You know what I'm saying? Right here in my braided loop. It's like right, you know, maybe about a foot from my braided loop, and then you want about this much from your split shot, depending on how much the depth of water you're fishing. Really, you want to just figure out that first. But the split shot's right there, and then you got your leader with your stone fly right here. You got that, and then you got your split shot and the indicator. That's the indicator rig I use. You can shorten it up and do whatever you want with it. That's what I use for indicator fishing. It works fine. You kind of want your fly just sweeping down, and then when they take it, you know, it's not super straight. A lot of times it can be straight, it can be off the bottom a little bit, but they take it and they run, you know what I mean? They take it and they move off to the side, and you see your your indicator just like sweep, or do a little dimple, and you just set the hook. You got a big old steelhead on. So yes sir, that's about it. Yo! Coming down. He's probably gonna end up taking me all the way downstream. Alrighty, so the clip that you're about to see, it is me fighting a fish, hooking it, indicator drop, hooking it, fish is going downstream, ooh, it's zipping, and I'm fighting it. I was fishing closer to the rapids, and it was a pretty big fish, so pretty hard to control it. So it took me downstream, took me right down into the current, right into the rapids almost. So it took me my backing and my fly line that connects to my backing. The knot that was attached to it just broke, and I got super lucky that the fly line got stuck on the. You'll see it. It got stuck on the one of the eyelets on the fly rod, and it was just sitting there. I was like, oh my god! So I ran, and I ended up grabbing it just in time, and I just broke the fish off. And I was like, oh god! I almost lost $100. I mean, fly line is not cheap, so I got lucky. And in the midst of all that, what I didn't realize is that when I was running, I had my Sims jacket on. Right here is a pocket. It must not have been zipped up all the way. My phone ended up falling right out of my pocket into the water, and I had zero clue that it fell out. So broke the fish off, tied up the knot, phone's in the water as I speak, and I'm going up, fishing more, casting around, fish for the rest of the day, and then I'm getting ready to pack up, and I'm like, where's my phone? And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm looking at all these guys I was talking to, I met, they were really cool dudes. They're like, man, that sucks, so keep an eye out for it. And then one guy was like, how about down there when you were running, you said your fly line or whatever. So I walked down there. I was like super pissed. I was like, bro, if you guys don't know this, back in October I lost another phone in the river, up in the DSR. I took a picture and it fell out of my pocket. So I was really trying hard not to lose a phone in the water and all that. Like I was just making sure it wouldn't happen again. And fell out, and I'm surprised it still works. It was right in the current for about an hour in the 32 degree or 33 degree water. Took it out, turned on, works fine now, and I've been using it, so there's no problems with it. But yeah, it's pretty. It's something that you just need to look out for. I just need to be a lot careful, when I'm doing it. If it wasn't for that fish taking me in my packing, my shit breaking, that would have been fine. But here's a clip. Sorry for rambling. Here it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was. Looks like he had like a little white spot on him. I'll go back down here with him. Just woke up. Oh. Holy, almost took my fly line. That didn't do that. That was insane. Oh my. That was by far the most insane thing that's ever happened. Did you guys see that? Holy. If I didn't grab that, if it didn't get stuck on my thing, I'd have no fly line. That was the most insane thing ever. Just cold. Yeah, put everything underneath there as much as you can because it's a roof. There we go. It's a good hook too, it's right in the mouth. That's a big fish. I know. He just jumped head shaking. That was so cool. He's not gonna be ready for a while. I know that's a good hook. Probably, he's zooming. He's got me in my... Yeah, dude. This thing is hot. I want that knot to break again. That thing is all the way down there, bro. I don't say that, because it might actually happen. I'm serious. This fish is so hot. I thought he was great. You can try. Yeah, he's head shaking on the other side.
Huh?
He's coming back. He's coming back. Just stay here for a minute. He's coming all the way up. Seriously. I know it's a good hook. If it wasn't a good hook, he wouldn't have came all the way back like that. Alright, get ready, because that energy, that took a lot out of him. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that's a big fish. Alright, right here. I'm gonna try to pull him up the surface. I'm just gonna hold him. Right there. It's alright, it's alright. Right in the corner, you saw that, right? Try to get his head first. I'm trying, I don't want to horse him. Yes, dude. Yes, great hook, right? Great hook, man. He smacked that thing. Ah, God, dude. That feels great. Yeah, go in their little corner right there. Man, does that feel awesome, dude. Any longer, man, he would have.
Hold the line.
Smack the egg. Hand-tied egg. By me, yeah, I tied that egg. It's dope.